Welcome to this lesson on Kubernetes Services. In this video, we'll explore how Kubernetes services work as stable endpoints for exposing applications. Services are a fundamental networking component that solves critical challenges when working with dynamic pod environments. Let's dive in and understand how services enable reliable communication in Kubernetes clusters. Before we understand services, let's look at the problem they solve. Pods in Kubernetes are ephemeral, meaning they're temporary by design. When a pod is recreated, rescheduled, or replaced, it receives a completely new IP address. This creates a major challenge. How can other applications reliably connect to pods if their addresses keep changing? This is where services come to the rescue. Services provide a stable, unchanging endpoint that remains constant even as the underlying pods are created, destroyed, or moved around the cluster. A Kubernetes service is an abstraction layer that sits in front of your pods. First, it provides a stable endpoint with a fixed IP address and DNS name that never changes. Second, it acts as a built-in load balancer, automatically distributing incoming traffic across multiple pod replicas. Third, services use label selectors to identify which pods should receive traffic. This means as pods come and go, the service automatically discovers and routes to the right pods based on their labels, without any manual configuration. Let's look at a basic service definition. Every service starts with the standard API version v1 and kind service. In the metadata section, we give the service a name. The spec section contains the important configuration. The selector field uses labels to identify which pods this service should route traffic to. In this example, it selects pods with the label app equals my-app. The port section defines how traffic is mapped. The port field is where the service listens, and target port is where traffic gets forwarded to on the pod. Kubernetes offers 4 different service types, each designed for specific use cases. ClusterIP provides internal access only within the cluster and is the default type. NodePort exposes the service on each node's IP address at a static port, allowing external access. LoadBalancer creates an external load balancer in cloud environments, providing a single external IP address for accessing your application. Finally, ExternalName maps a service to an external DNS name, useful for integrating with services outside your cluster. Here's an example of a ClusterIP service, which is the most common type for internal communication. We explicitly set the type to ClusterIP in the spec. This service selects pods with the label app equals backend. The service listens on port 80 and forwards traffic to port 3000 on the target pods. This type of service is perfect for backend components that only need to be accessed by other applications within the cluster, not from outside. NodePort services allow external access to your applications. In this example, we set the type to NodePort. The service still uses label selectors to find the right pods, in this case front-end pods. Here we define 3 ports. Port 80 is the service port, target port 8080 is where traffic goes on the pod, and node port 30080 is the external port opened on every node in the cluster. Users can access the application by connecting to any node's IP address on port 30080. Let's recap the key concepts. Services provide stable networking endpoints that remain constant even as pods dynamically change. Label selectors automatically connect services to the correct pods without manual intervention. Built-in load balancing ensures traffic is distributed evenly across all healthy pod replicas. Finally, different service types give you control over how your applications are exposed, whether internally within the cluster or externally to users. Understanding services is essential for building reliable, production-ready Kubernetes applications.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.